Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I cannot tell you how freaking long this has been in the making. I mean, seriously, it's been a really long time. So, beauty tutorials, style hauls, reviews, you can expect all the things here. But first, let me tell you how I got here. I started at first with wanting to shoot a blog. I found a local photographer, Crystal. We started shooting for it, and then I did some research and realized, you know what? YouTube and podcast is where it's at. So I started shooting for YouTube by myself. That ended up being really lonely. So I had this crazy idea and I was like, you know what? What if I asked Crystal to do the podcast with me and we could document the entire journey from the very beginning, making of the YouTube, making of the podcast.
Like, you want me to go shoot with you?
No, I want you to actually be my co-host in it.
I've never done something like that before, and like, I don't even really know what I'm doing, but I'd be up for it.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I just have a couple shoots in the morning, but that's it.
Do you want to come over to my house after lunchtime and we could like go over basically all the things?
Sounds perfect. So yeah, I just thought mine.
Okay, yay!
Let's talk about that phone call.
Let's talk about it.
Because I ended in tears. Happy tears, but tears.
Wait, you did?
I did. It was this the first time that anyone has asked me to be in front of the camera, to be a co-host, to do all these things when I was used to just being in the background. Like, that's my comfort zone. That's where I belonged, in the background.
You do not belong in the background, first of all.
That's really how I felt. Enter Joe.
I just really wanted for all of America to be able to see literally this incredible light that she has, and I want you guys to see what I see. I want them to see what I see.
You guys. This is why I ended in tears. So now I have to do this.
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
No, I don't.
Now you're stuck with me forever, so you're welcome. Now that Crystal was on board, I thought, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right. So we started looking for videographers. We found an incredible guy named Keaton to shoot us, and I'm calling it, wait for it, pause for reaction, the Influencer Project.
So we got to work. Like, legit beast mode went into it.
Mode. Yeah.
And first things first was we needed a name and a brand.
Yeah, and I feel like our brands are very classic, neutral, as you can tell by what we're even wearing today. So black, white, and grays, like that's our life. So this brand had to be something rainbow and colorful and fun and sparkly and basically inside the 13 and 16-year-old girl that like lives in us that just wants unicorns and I don't know, rainbow bright and sprinkles and donuts and everything fun and colorful. Totally not us.
Yeah. It's our secret us that we really, really, really wanted to show. It wasn't on brand for our current brands.
No.
So this was like a dream come true right now to have all the colors, all the rainbows, all the treats.
I feel like I've always said one day I want to have a little girl just so I can buy her all the Hello Kitty things and all the little rainbow bright things because really it's me that wants to buy it.
Samesies.
So we had all this momentum on the podcast and the YouTube channel. We were shooting, we were getting ready to get everything launched, everything set up, and then my freaking life exploded. Since the last time you guys saw this, Daniel and I obviously broke up and I kind of had to put a pause for a minute on everything. And so it's taken me a minute to just kind of move in with Crystal and get my life settled again, unpack, all the things. Like, why, God, why? In the middle of everything going so well. Yeah, so that happened. Daniel and I broke up. I literally had a week to move out of my place. So I didn't know where I was gonna go. So I ended up moving in with Crystal. So much stuff all over.
So once you told me about the breakup, it just seemed like a no-brainer to have you come stay with me. We were already working together. We had all these projects going. You know, it just made sense for you to come here. But I have never had a roommate in my life. So I'm like, what did I just get myself into? So scared. And then she starts calling me roomie.
Roomie!
Like, it's not that I hate the word roomie, but I hate the word roomie.
The word roomie. So now we have this total inside joke, and I'll be like, roomie! And she'll be like,
Don't call me Rumi.
So now we're
Just
gonna make,
don't.
I literally told her we're totally making t-shirts. Mine's gonna be like, Rumi, and hers is gonna be like, don't call me Rumi.
Period.
So at this point, I had a choice. I was either gonna let this breakup make me really sad and go into depression, or I was gonna push through the sadness and the tears and make it happen. But you guys, I had literally just gone full-time as an influencer, and I wasn't making enough money to pay my bills every month. So I had to make this happen. I only had enough money to get me through for the next couple of months. So this had to work. So I started working harder than I ever have before. I mean, I don't even know if Crystal knows that I moved in here because the door was closed to my bedroom and I was sitting at my desk 16 hours a day, pitching brands, reaching out to people, trying to get any and every opportunity that I could just to be able to get myself out there, tell people about the influencer project, try to let them know, former reality girls trying to make a comeback, and just see who would support it. But you guys, the reality is I got a lot of no's and a lot of people letting me know like, hey, we love you, we love the show, but come back to us when you're at 1 million followers. Come back with us when the podcast is launched and you're at 40,000 downloads a month. Like, so many people said no. And finally, I started to get some yeses, and I started going to events and started getting invites and getting interviews, and things were finally happening. And I started getting all these opportunities. I started getting invited to events. I started getting podcast interviews. I even closed some brand collaborations, you guys. So amazing. Thank you, Jesus. And now I'm just trying to adjust to this new life. And now we are at Target, and Crystal and I just moved in together. So we are here. Say hi, Crystal. And we are gonna be productive and buy some calendars for the house and getting everything together. So here we go. And already we are distracted. I like it.
Can we make that?
Okay, so we decided to put the calendar back because it was way too small.
It was not big
And
enough.
should I tell them what I said?
Yes.
I said, you gotta put the small calendar back because big dreams call for a big calendar, and we're working on a big project. So we're gonna go to Office Depot, try to find a bigger calendar for poor Crystal. Yeah, stay tuned. So we called Keaton and decided to move forward on the project. Not only did we decide to move forward on a podcast and picked a launch date for that, but we also decided to pick a launch date for the YouTube channel, and not just one channel, but two channels because we both decided to launch.
And I mean, we really had to get to work because up until this point, we now had less than 1 month to get 2 channels and the podcast up. It's Christmas time.
I'm listening to stories.
And ready? Oh, now you have me doing that. Like,
Well, it
okay.
just like gets your energy up.
So we decided to self-produce. We still needed to shoot a podcast cover. We still needed to record a podcast episode.
You guys, you don't know this, but in the background, we had nothing even shot yet.
Nothing
Not
at
one
all.
video for the channel, not one episode for the podcast, but we were
Like,
already
not one picture
we
of
were
us.
already promoting on Instagram stories. Hey guys, it's gonna launch December 29th,
Oh my
January 1st for the podcast. And behind the scenes, we're like low-key freaking out. Like, is
Freaking
everything gonna
out.
come together on time? Because
We literally needed a Christmas miracle because it just seemed like the most impossible thing in the world to get done.
yeah, so that's all we were doing, which was praying and hoping that everything would come together in time last minute.
And it did.
And it did. Here we are. I think were you trying to fist bump?
I was. You didn't see my cue there.
Clearly, we're still working out the dynamic.
Recording episode 1 of Pop Candy. Look at our cute set. Such a vibe. How long does it take to plug in the mic?
Seriously, like, so long right now.
So after all the drama, we finally have an episode 1.
We're about to listen to the first episode of Pop Candy we just recorded, and we're nervous.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, here we go.
A little clip.
If you join us on that journey, so check us out on Instagram. You can follow me at Joe De La Rosa with 2 A's at the end, and Crystal, where can I find you?
At Instagram at Crystal Nicole HQ.
Yes, rebrand.
Yeah.
So excited.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
Thank you. Jesus, Lord.
Well, now that we are almost at lunch date and we're gonna do this, where do you, Joe De La Rosa, see yourself in 1 year?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
That's
the
a question. I mean, hopefully with a larger following.
Okay.
Making enough money.
Like at least 10 more people.
At least 10 more people.
At least.
To be able to become relevant enough for Dancing with the Stars to call me.
I mean, I vote for you.
Because deep down in my heart, there's just 2 dreams. I want to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
And by the time
I can see that.
I'm 45 or 50, I just want to say,
in 15 years.
easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Okay.
Is that too much to ask, you guys?
That is not too much.
I mean,
to ask.
J-Lo did at 45, I'm just saying.
So, Dancing
Still
with
outside.
the Stars.
Yes.
We're here.
Dina Katz, call me. So far, what has been your most exciting, thing that we have done through all of this so far? Like the thing that you have just never experienced that you love?
Well, definitely for sure going to the events.
Okay.
And not having to photograph them. Not being the hired help.
+1. So there it is, guys. That is the whole story. I would love it if you guys came with me on this journey. So if you're with me, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to listen to Pop Candy on Wednesdays. All the links should be below. And I hope you guys join me on the Influencer Project, and I'll see you in the next one.